Hello, my lovely spectators. Dee here. Welcome to my studio. So today is about, or this video is about the 50 stack challenge number 8. This is from Amy, who is CraftyCat7212 on YouTube or CraftyCat72 on Instagram. So she's been doing this a number of times. This is the 8th time she's done this, and these are based upon subscriber prompts. So what she did was ask subscribers to give her prompts, and then she creates ephemera based on the prompts. She creates one piece of ephemera for one prompt, one piece of ephemera for the second prompt, and then that's the video. Anybody wanting to join along is more than welcome to join along. You will need to go check out her videos on Monday because it's 2 prompts for a week for 25 weeks. So this week, which is on today, which was March 15th, the prompts are Timecard and Napkin. Okay, so the one thing that I will say before I start, because I did this one already for last week, so actually both videos are coming out today, Tuesday. So I'm doing my video after seeing her prompts, and I'm publishing them on Tuesday, which is my Test Me Tuesday day, which is when I try to put my challenge videos up. You can change it up in any way that you want. Go and watch her video. She'll give you the details. It's supposed to be a fun and engaging project. And whatever, you know, we have a benefit of the fact that we know what the prompt is before we sit down to do our videos or to craft. Whereas Amy is pulling them out of the hat or pulling them out of the bag and having to work on the fly. So we've got one benefit is that we can do a little bit of prep work. So I've gathered a bunch of things and I have an idea. So Timecard and Napkin. So I actually have, where did I put them? A whole stack of time cards from Dollar Tree. Okay, they're white. We're gonna see what we can do to kind of judge them up, whatever the case is. And I got some napkins, some other goodies. I'm hiding the theme for a minute. And what I'm doing is I'm gonna try to put both prompts into one project, and where I would make 2 pieces of ephemera, I'm actually making 6 pieces. Because I'm slowly creeping up, and I think I may meet my wannabe goal of 300 subscribers before my birthday, because I'm at like 297 and my birthday's in the middle of April, towards the late middle, if that makes sense, of April. And I was hoping to get to 500 by June. So as a 500 subscriber video thing, I'm thinking of doing like a giveaway of some of the ephemera that I've been making all through these mask makes and all through the videos. So I'll be putting another video out in reference to that. So I'm making extras so that I can put them into, I'm gonna do 5 happy mails. Anyway, that said, it is time cards and it is napkins. So I have, if you can see, some grunge, some dark, some, you know, some Tim Holtz, some tissue papers and stuff, and some napkins. And by this alone, you should kind of get that vibe, right? I'm going to do something a little bit on the macabre side, at least my interpretation of what might be macabre. And so let's just take 6 of each things, right? This we're going to spread around. We're going to spread the tissue paper around to all the things. I don't have a definitive idea. I have a kind of idea. So which is that it's going to be macabre. I don't have time to read through these. Nothing in here, this is the snarky one, gives me like the vibe that I wanted, you know. So I'm going to use this this page basically from the Tim Holtz Halloween backdrop. So let me just pull that page out. Okay, so in here there's of course a ton. Yeah, I recently got this. I've been trying to collect up some of his papers, right? So here we have this whole set, and front and back, right, that have designs. Do you have 2 of each one? I'm not sure. Like, I'm looking, I don't think I see another poison one in here. No, for real? That's disappointing. Alright, it doesn't matter. So I figured I would cut some of these out and add them as labels into my thing. So into my project. So basically we're gonna do that. So You know what? I'll fix this later. I'm trying to put it back. And we got time for that. We're going to have to take out 6 of these. So let me crack these bad boys open on the back, which just do a little thing. And we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, put that to the side. I'll put that away later. I also got these as in Dollar Tree, and they're the coin envelopes, the large size. I'm hoping, let's see, that this fits inside here. Oh no, doesn't it? It doesn't, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. Does it not? No, it doesn't. Well, no, it doesn't. You know what? I'm going to trim them slightly down because I really want them to slide in here. So we'll go with that. So we need 2, 4, 6. Okay, I'll put the rest over there. Now, I am pulling out people from Tim Holtz. I've been trying to use up these people. I mean, I went on the Tim Holtz bandwagon and I just like started to grab people. And I'm just like so many people. So, yeah, so I just need to pick out a few. I don't know if I want to pick out these cards or if I want to take, no, I don't want these. Do I want to cut apart a couple of these? No, these look too I'm looking for people that look a little not well. You know what I'm saying? Less well than others, right? I think I want to stick with the cards though, so maybe let's see what we can, if we can find 6 of them, because I don't want to cut these guys down too much. I mean, those are cool. Okay, maybe I could find 6 of these. Hold up, let's take. I have, but I don't have that many of them. Oh well, no. Oh, here you go. I'm over here with a pile of them next to me. I don't have that many. Duh. Okay, let's see. So here we go. I don't want anybody who's smiling too much. Okay. So my idea is that this is going to be kind of like, I don't want to do that to a kid. Kind of like a calling card or a message that your time is up, basically. If that makes sense. So I'm just looking for people that unfortunately I'm going to be moving on to the afterlife. So she looks a little sickly. He's a little lost. He's like, I can't believe this. Okay, let's take the old dude. I don't want to do children. I'm not that macabre. I need 2 more. Let's see here. Yeah, she's like, huh? Excuse me? And we need 1 more. Let's do her. Yeah, because the rest are children. All right, so I'm gonna do those. I think that's interesting. So I'm gonna need to also grab some ink in terms of, you know, what I need to do. So we're just taking out the supplies. I have the 6 people. I have the 6 cards, 6 envelopes. We have the words. I also have these. These are like strips off of some coffee dyed paper that was perforated. I took the whole book. Matter of fact, it's also a Dollar Tree item. It's this book. It's 60 sheets, so I have 60 of these, basically. Maybe I'll incorporate some of that. I just opened them up because they're like a cinch, and they're perforated. I coffee dyed the whole entire thing, and then I pull these off because they're, you know, they're gonna crack off anyway. So I just pull them off right away. So maybe we'll incorporate some of that. Let's see what the napkins. So these are shaped napkins from the Dollar Tree. Yes, I know the Dollar Tree is the place to be. Oh, okay, interesting. They're all stuck together. So let's hope we don't break unnecessarily. Okay, let's see how many we can get out of this envelope. Okay, if it opens up to 4 or 2, I don't know. I don't understand why it's sticky to each other, but yes. So yeah, I'm gonna actually try to do envelopes while on camera. I got some nerve. We'll see what happens because it's like tissue paper as well. So, Jesus. Oh my goodness, I can't. I don't want to use tape because if this is the 2, it's okay. Here we go. I got another, so we can get 4. Okay, we're definitely gonna be able to get 4. All right, 2, 4. So let's grab another. Oh no, another set right here, and pop these out. So maybe since I was yapping about being able to be prepared, I should have thought about opening these up, but I thought I would like, you know, do that with you and show you where my supplies were coming from. So as much as I would like to make these short, my videos tend to be on the longish side because I do a lot of yapping about process, and giving extra ideas and things of that nature, and so it's either going to be to your taste or not. Okay, come on, bro. There we go. No, I just gotta fluff it up a little bit to get some of this edge. All right. Okay, I have to pause because I can't. Okay, so I did a little more. I got 6, and then as I was separating them, I noticed that some of them had this white, so I had to open a few more, and then I said, you know what, let me separate. But you see, this one is what we originally had. We want this first printed layer only, so you put a little piece of tape, and then you can just rip that and get yourself in there underneath that white layer and get to just the printed layer. So doing it just in case you've never seen this before. If you have, that's why I'm only doing the one real quick. So we have our 6 little guys there. Okay, so we're just getting our stuff here. Okay, I'm gonna just tear them because I don't really mind the jagged edge. I might add a little bit of more tearing, I don't know, but for now we're just gonna do that. I could have just grabbed my scissors and do it, but that's okay. All right, so no, come on, bro. Okay, here we go. Don't do this to me again. Okay, so they are a little bit wider than these guys here. So, oh, we have 3 men and 3 women. How nice. Balanced. Okay, so the most we're going to do is probably ink them. So if I have to ink anything just to ink it, I will put it on pause. And then I have these guys. Okay, and this. So I was thinking to put possibly the skull out here, but I want a little more texture. So I do have a stencil that I've been using that has like these drippy looking things, so I'm gonna bring that over to incorporate that as well. And I need to, let me grab a few of these just because. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just grab 6 so I can get it out of my way because it is in my way. It's sitting over here. Okay, all right, and then I have these florals that I got from, and you wouldn't think more florals and macabre, but I'm all about mixing and matching stuff. And they came with these little, well, they came attached, some of them anyway. I think this is, it might be soluble water, I don't know. Excuse me, but they were attached like this, right? They were like this with this little silver ball, which is too tall. So what I did was I snipped one off. I snipped the ball off and it came out to be 2. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna snip the ball out off of these guys and I'm gonna get 2. So what I basically used was I got one of these from the Dollar Tree, right? The Dollar Trees are go-to, and I just got under there. The ball came off. It's like a rivet, right? And there's a little post in the back right here. So yeah, just put that there. So it comes out to be 2. Now I don't know if I want to use 1 or just mix and match. Do I need to do them all? I don't have very many, so I'm kind of like but I feel like you need multiples on things to kind of, oh, that one came off really easy, to kind of, you know, see, look, it's just like this little thing and then this little ball pearl that it kind of like, I guess, got smushed into. I don't know. So I'm just putting it off to the side. I don't think I could recycle that because no way I can handle using those little balls, right? So we're just gonna separate them. Okay, we got 4. Let's just do, I might want to double up because, or decide to use 1. So I don't know if I wanted the bigger one, so I don't want to have to stop and do it all over again. So we got 2, 4, 5. Let's do 1 more. 6. Okay, So, yes, 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 yes. Okay, I think that's it. So these little balls hopefully do not hurt anybody. Nobody falls and breaks their neck on them. All right, so I'm gonna put this back in the bag. I'm gonna put this away. And let's get to, you know, playing with some color and whatnot and distressing up some of this stuff. So we'll start with the envelope at first. I think that's gonna probably be the easiest. Oh wait, I also got this. I don't know if this would work. These are cupcake wraps, just to add a little creepiness. So let me take out like 3 of those. I don't think I would use the whole thing on it. Oh, see, these little balls are gonna be everywhere. You know, but maybe just a little bit of like this might be interesting. You know what? So I'll take out 6 because I'm liking that. 2, 3, 4. I mean, they're like cardstock. 5 and 6, right? All right, we'll put the package off to the side. All right, so let's grab my inks over here. So I have all of my blenders right now for my distress. I'm gonna grab Aged Mahogany and Scorched Timber. I think that's going to be nice. And we're gonna go from there. So let's just put a little age around the edge of this. So I'm gonna grab my Scorched Timber. Okay, so whenever I ink, I think I'm gonna just like fast forward the video because I'm gonna have to edit. And yeah, so inking, I'll get quiet. Okay, so they're a little sloppy, but they're meant to be like dirty, grimy, whatever, you know, give that ooh kind of feel. So the other thing that I wanted to attach, so let's do these envelopes first, is going to be the webs as well as the tissue paper. And so let me grab those items from our little stack over here. So this will be probably for the inside Timecard, right? So and also this, I think. So now with this, I'm thinking to put the skull with the book, right, on the front, but I also kind of wanted to have this webby situation going on. So I want to see how they work together. Okay. I will have to cut off that, I think, because it's a little bit awkward there. Yes, and I do want to have the whole skull visible, so I may need to use the scissors a little bit on this guy here. Yes, so we are cutting off. Yeah, that's what I want to do. So let's glue on the skulls first. So let me just clean up around here. So I want the envelope to have the skulls and the spider webs, and then on the interior we're gonna have, and maybe the flower, I don't know, even I cut them out, but maybe we won't use them, depends, we shall see, you know, just to have a little bit of shimmer. Now I wouldn't say sweetness, but a little softness, I guess the flower would be the softness here. Okay, so once I do this, I'm going to be just attaching this with glue stick, putting them to the side so that they can dry for a while we work on other things, and then we'll bring them back in to finish them off. So because the outside was almost done, you know. The other thing on the outside I believe I'm going to put is some of those words that I'm going to cut out, and like I said, maybe the flowers, right? So this should be easy. You kind of want to sometimes put this kind of stuff on your items. I'm trying to see, do I want to line that up? Do I want to have it here with a little overlap? I think I'll do that. Line up the skull. Okay, so where's my glue stick? Okay, I'm gonna use the permanent scotch. So what I'm gonna do is I'm holding with my finger where the top is. So I kind of want to know that I don't want to go too high up. I'm just gonna put it nice, a nice layer, right? And then I'm gonna lay it down one and done. Okay, so I think I'm going to I think I'll do that. It is where it is. It's going to be where it's going to be. So I'm just going to pat it down. Okay. There'll be some extra glue here, but you can just wipe it off. Your fingers are dirty, you're just going to add to the thing. Okay. I'm going to go like this and wrap it around. Okay. And wrap it around. All right. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna do them. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna, you know, you're here, but I'm gonna speed up the video so that way it's not a bazillion hours long. Okay, we're gonna let those dry for a little while. We are going to be using some more tissue, so we will be bringing out the glue gun again. Let's address the cards on the inside. So the cards on the inside look like this. So there will be journal cards for the most part for anybody who is going to you know, going to use these, right? So there'll be journal cards that'll be inside the envelope. So we did have to cut off the tiniest little edge. So I'm thinking, do I cut them off or do I just do a jagged little... So where are my people? Okay, so my people are going to be somewhere around here. So they as well are going to have to be cut. So I can do that after the fact. So let's see, what side do I want to cut them at? And also, I could cut a little bit off as well. Okay. All right, so let's just cut a little bit off here. I'm not looking at how much altogether. I'm just making this jagged edge. Okay, just to give it some fun. Okay, I think I'm gonna also do it over here. And then down here. And now let's compare. Okay. Is it going to be able to fit inside? I don't know if I want it to fit inside or not. I kind of feel like I want it to be there, but I also feel like I want to be able to have it closed and be a surprise. But yeah, no, we'll do it to here. Okay, so just throw it all over there. Some of those things I might keep as pieces that I want. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of cut them there. Okay, and then this one is just gonna be like our fingers. Yes, I know, right? Or not, we'll cut them all at the same time. It doesn't matter. Okay. All right, so now we have these guys cut. Oh, I messed up, I didn't do the bottom. I did not do the bottom. So let's take some off the bottom. And I put the other one there, so now they're all the same length. So maybe it does fit in here. So maybe that's what it was meant to be. So anyway, so let's grunge these up a little bit, right? Not as aggressive as the other one. I do want to add another color, which is the aged mahogany. Okay, so we're gonna do that. So I want to add some splatters on this card. Okay, so we're not doing anything on the back except getting my fingerprints. That's it. It's all going to be on the front where this card is, so I want to try to dull this down. But remember, I have other elements here that I want to glue on. So you may think like, why are you inking before? But you know what? It doesn't matter. I'll ink again if I have to, but maybe I don't know where it's going to go, and then if I put it and then the ink is there. So that was my brain on overdrive thinking about that. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit aggressive. I tend to be an aggressive inker, so sorry. Right, on the back we're seeing a little bit of the ink come through, so I won't you know, call it so. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to have some splatters. I want to have the little ticking thing that I got off of the other piece of paper on here, and I want it to kind of be like a timer. So I'm thinking that these are like, you know, ooh, take them out if you know when you're gonna pass away. Like they're letting you know when you're going to kick the bucket. So I know, macabre, but that's what I said. That's what I said I was gonna do. So let's see if we add a little bit of the aged mahogany, especially over here. See how that looks, right? So we have that little bit of redness going on, right? And then we're gonna add some of those splatters before we put the people on here. Maybe not as much like that. Okay. Now the white is still there. I'm still gonna cover it with something in a minute. The time card part. Okay. Oh, we want to add some splatters. Okay, let's see here. I was thinking to put this over here. I think, and look, it lines up with the word out like so precisely. It's so cool. So I think I'm gonna leave that there, and I have another idea to add another little element to this. So what I want to do is I wanted to add some of this paper, which is tissue paper, almost like as if this were the obituaries, if that makes sense. So let me just, oh, I got a couple of sheets in here. Let me separate. Oh, let me just grab some that don't really have a heading. So let's just, where's my ruler? Oh, Craft-A-Lanch. Where's my ruler here? Okay, so we're gonna have that. Let me take another little section because, you know, don't know. And we'll take another section, and then whatever's left over I'll put it in my little box of goodies for when I'm doing different things. So I should have enough for the 6 people that we're talking about here. Okay, so we want to take a piece of this and we want to kind of put it here, right, so that it'll be behind their bodies like that. Maybe I'll do that like that, and I'll trim off this amount. That's like they're kind of like their obituary. So that's the intention. So we've got one. Let's grab another one. Okay, doesn't have to be super long, right? His is shorter. He's a much younger man. This one is for this gentleman here. Okay, I'm gonna take this part out because I don't want those big headings. So we'll put this one here for Our Lady. Sorry about my arm. I know I should bring this over here so you have to see my arm reaching every single time. Take away this little random piece. Let's put this one here for the lady, and then look at that. I just used one. I didn't even have to cut that much. That's okay. Not a problem. Alright, this will just go on my to-dos for a later project. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to add some of these weird splatters, as you know, in red. So we're going to take our mahogany and just add a little bit of that going down on each of them. Okay, so we got one. Okay, and I'll speed this up. Okay, so our splatters are done. Let me close this up. I don't know if I'm going to add any of this other to anything else, but for now, we're done with that. And now let's glue this on here. Glue stick. So we're going to do just like this, and we're just going to glue the newspaper obituary wannabe kind of thing like that. Okay. Okay. I didn't want that, but that's okay. This person's going to cover it. This is a little too straight. Let's just do that. Okay. If it's not completely flattened down, I'm good with that. Let's throw it over there so I can let it dry. Okay. Oh, I missed one. I forgot how to count. That's okay. This stuff is right over there. It didn't go too far. It didn't go too far, so. There we go. Done and done. Okay, and then this one. Okay, so this I wanted to put right where we have the word out. It is covering some of them, but I'm just going to glue it right there on top. That's not a problem. So we're going to do that before we put the people on. So where's my art glitter glue? There we go. Oh, let's wrap this up. Okay, and we're just gonna put some glue on the side over here as long as I think I need it for, and maybe a couple of spots here and there. Okay, and then we're going to find our out and we're gonna put it like that. Okay, all right. So, and we'll trim that in a minute. Let's just do these all. I didn't ink them up or anything like that because I think they have an interesting texture already and coloring with the coffee dye. So I'm just going to pick the more interesting side that has a little bit of like variation. Like that side was very the same, whereas this one has a little, I would say, coffee dyed splotching kind of going on. Okay. And we're just going to put that one there. Okay, I'm going to go here. This one I will put on the top, so let's do the same thing here. Just because it's more interesting. I don't mind the white, like I said, but I want the more interesting to be there. Okay, we're just gonna find our words. Okay, and then I was like, that happened to be like perfect, wind up being perfect when it came to the words. So, I like the grungy over here, so we'll just turn that over. Okay, I will tack on anything else that I need to tack on or adjust later. Okay, I'm turning it because one side is bigger than the other side, and I missed that on one of the, and I want the narrower side over here. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna do that side. So here we go. I hope I'm getting it long enough, but if anything, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. So what I want to do on top of this, right, is that I want to put some text, right? And I am going to I'm going to write some stuff in, right? So I'm thinking of this as being like a ticker or tracker for their life, right? So these words out is like when you're going to die. Oh no, I know, I'm so sorry. If I offended anybody, I'm sorry. But like, this is all in good fun, you know, come on. So I don't know if I'm going to write a couple of maybe some years, you know, because I don't really know like when these people are supposed to be. That's the whole thing. So now that that's there, we could wrap this over. I don't like that. I think I'm just gonna rip it off like that and just call it whatever. All right, and all of these bits I will keep for my little cluster bin. Okay, and oops. Okay. There you go. And there and there. Okay. So now those are almost done. We just need to add the people. Okay, and then we can do the finishing embellishment tucky things on here, and then we go back to the this is cicada paper. I don't think I'm gonna wind up using it because I don't think I need to add anything else, even though it's still white. I kind of like it, but I can knock it down a little bit. Let's see here. Some tea dye just to make it not be so stark white. Whatever was on here. Okay. Just to knock down some of the starkness of it. Gotta really press hard to get whatever was in there. Plus it's also moving the red around as well. Right. All right, let's just glue people on here. Now this long one, where's that old dude? Yes, let's do this guy. So I'm gonna put them there, so I don't need this shoulder. So let's get him glued down. Up to here, nice. Make sure we cover. I want him down good. Okay, and we're gonna put it down to the end, like that. Okay. All right, move him over. We'll do that next. Okay, so again, not this shoulder. Yeah, so I don't know how many people do macabre kind of things, but I've been meaning to do a journal or two that have macabre-ish, you know, type vibe. So this is up. Okay, let's this one here, not that shoulder. You know if you know. Okay, here. So I might have to cut some of her hat off, but I'm okay with that. Okay. Let's see for her. Yeah, because I forgot to take that off, so I want to cover that. She will cover that. Let's do this guy. And this guy here. I was already going to hold it the wrong way and put it the wrong way. Okay. I wish I had little skulls. If I had little skulls, that would have been cool. All right. So we're going to let them dry, but I'm going to cut off the trim off. What is going these scissors? Okay, I need to clean these scissors. I don't know what's going on with them. So let's just take these. Meanwhile, I have scissors next to me. We're just gonna cut off the piece of the shoulder that we needed to cut off so that it could fit. Okay, the backs are a little dirty and whatever, but that's fine because that's, you know, part of the grunge of what is going on here. Okay, I didn't ink them all around, which I forgot, but I don't think it's taking away from the situation. Okay, but I think I will ink this edge in a minute. So all of this is trash. We will just put it off to the side for now. Okay, and where's my scorched? Dude, I just had you. No. Hello, what happened? Oh, here we go. I just want to take a little bit of the scorched timber that's there for this edge. Okay. So these are almost ready to go. We're going to leave them to the side for a minute. Let's work on these back onto the cover or to the envelope, right? So they should be nice and, dry, and I won't worry about, messing with them too much. And we're going to cut a little bit of this off because I don't want the cake liner closure to be there. So I'm going to just cut that off to the edge. Okay, so now I'm going to want to do something like this. So I have the arc, and then I am probably going to fold over. Yes, let's see. Yeah, I don't mind that. So we're going to fold that over like that. All right, let me just cut all of these off first so that we can do assembly line. So yeah, so this is not intended to be a mass make, but because I'm using this opportunity and these prompts for a number of different things, I'm double dipping, triple dipping all over the place because I'm doing mass make March, I'm doing 100-day project, I'm doing this challenge, and I'm also talking about my subby 500 subby giveaway idea that I had. So we need to kind of, I'm choosing to do everything mass make. But even in that case, anything that I've done, if you've seen my channel, I tend to do mass make. I want to cut into paper. I want to maximize what I'm getting out of it. So I really do a one and done. I find it very difficult because I don't want to be what I guess I consider wasteful. Since it's black, I don't have to ink this up. So now we just need to glue it down, right? So I have that, and I'm going to put glue around the entire perimeter here, this thick thing here. And then because we have them, we can use the backs of the spiders in order to help adhere the glue. Now there are some bits in here that should have been popped out that are still there. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Okay, I got one down, pressing this down, and then folding this over so it's nice and tight, and then pressing down the other side. Okay, I'm not going to bone folder it because I don't want to rip the web of it all, but if any of the web is up, I could just add a little adhesive to help kind of hold it down just a little bit, So there we go. There is our envelope, right? I'm gonna put a little bit of adhesive behind here. Okay, so I'm gonna do the rest, but I'm gonna speed it up so that way you're seeing me do it, but you don't have to sit through the actual time frame of it all. Okay, so they're all prepped. I still have more things that I want to add to this. I need to cut up some of these guys so that we can add them onto the card over here, I think. So let's see what we can get. I think I have some funky scissors. I don't know if that's gonna be a good idea, but we're gonna see. Just to add a little whimsy to the situation. The orange is a little bit much, but it has something there that I just, I don't know. I want it to be a little fun. Okay, we can do something with that later. Okay. Okay, we got these two over here. Okay. Okay, we're gonna get 2 out of this one. So 1 and 2. And put this in our stash. We need 3 more. Let's take this yellowy orange one. Another one to add some color, some pizzazz. Okay, let's just go to this one down here too. I'm being haphazard with these guys because they don't matter. I should have maybe cut, like hand cut it, but I just wanted something a little different texture, a little different something. So that's 2 more. We need, oh no, art is unplugged. We need 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 4, 5. We need 1 more. Let's take this guy so that we have a piece over here that we can utilize some other way. So we'll cut off some of this extra orange in the top. Okay, and we'll cut off this so we have that. Okay, so now we need to quickly ink these guys up. So I'm gonna go again with the scorched timber because it's a nice dark grungy, just to take the white off, you know. And let's trim this down a little bit more to get that extra color off there. Okay, let's get this one. Okay. And then this short little one. Let's get the white off. Did I get them all? 2, 4, 5. Where is this one? Oh, here. 2, 4, 6. Yes, okay. Alright, so we've got that. Let's just add, I know, I'm making it more involved. That's okay. Let's just add a little bit of, a little something onto some of the pieces. Nothing major. Splatter. Okay. So now, so this is lovely. The grunginess, the grunginess. Okay. I actually think I'm going to see where we're going to put this. So we've got our people. Let's see which ones we think should go where. Okay. So we're just gonna put, see this guy is, I'm gonna have to cut him down. He's a little too big. Right? Yeah. I kind of want this one. I kind of want the big one there somehow, but it's not working out. You know what? I'll make it work out because I'm just gonna cut it so it hangs off the page. Okay, for him. There we go. So this is the next layer to these people. Just gonna add that. So this is how they died. They died based upon this. Okay, this is simply put, nothing too much for her. Just a simple little reason. Oops. So now what I wanted to do to have a little bit of fun was to actually add some writing on here. So I'm not too, how do you call it, distressed about my handwriting, but I'm not sure what I should write. I was thinking that I wanted to do like years, right? And then have like a big old X on the year, right? So, but I don't know what years these people would have lived. So, that's the only thing that's troubling to me, right? So, so what I'm gonna write, just to be kitschy, I'm gonna write in red. Should I write it in red? Should I write it in black? Let's see how it looks in black. Let's see. I was gonna write and then I was gonna put an X right there and then have a date. So I have to look up some dates to add dates to it. Is it times up? I don't know if it should be apostrophe. I'll fix that if it needs to be an apostrophe. And then we'll put that one there. Yeah, they all have a times up, except for her. If it looks corny, I could print out something, make it a little bit different writing, but it's a time card. People are writing their time cards. So we have this is done, right? We have our envelopes, right? And so the people are going to go inside the envelope like this, okay? And they fit right in here, and then this could go over, right? And I'm just gonna cut this because yeah, so, and then over here what I was thinking was something along the lines of do you dare? So I think I'm gonna wind up printing these things up, but I'm gonna put do you dare, so then when they open it up and they take the card out, they find out when their time's up. All right, so that's basically the make, guys. I've got 6 people all with their death letters here. And yeah, so hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you're new, maybe you want to subscribe. If you've been with me and this is something you've never seen me do, like go this kooky, hey, welcome to the party, thank you for staying. I would love a like, a comment, subscribe. Maybe you guys can give me an idea of what the time frames are about this. I think I'm going to Google Lens them and see what it says, and then put some years, you know, so like what year they made, so a couple of years here, and then add. And then I'm gonna replace this times up with something a little bit more appropriate looking. So, but yeah, so we've used the tissue paper here, we used napkin here, tissue paper here. We used the time card there. We have some poison, some ticking, some envelopes and stuff like that. I don't know, it's cute, I'm fun, I'm happy with them. So I have 1 to put in my stash, and then 5 more to go into the subscribers Happy Mail. Anyway. Thank you again for being here. Until next time, ciao ciao, bye.